Hi everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson here, your independent sensor consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. So, as a consultant, we have access prior to the month it gets released, a scent of the month kit, and if it's our warmer of the quarter here in Australia, we also have access to the warmer of the quarter. So November in Australia is only a scent of the month, but we still have access to that kit in October, so we can actually market that particular fragrance. And what we get in that kit are rub and sniff stickers and 8 bars of November scent of the month. I will say I have, of this particular scent of the month kit, 4 left. I have already made my samples, and those that are in my scent of the month club already mailed their bars out. Those that get happy mail if I have thrown in a bar of it. So I basically have 4 left from my scent of the month kit for November, but I haven't done my video yet to do first sniffs review. So it's not going to be really a first sniffs for me because I have made samples with a couple of these bars and I've popped one into my little drawer. So from January to each year I like to, and I started this last year, what I did was I kept 1 bar from each scent of the month kit from January through to December, and then at the end of the year I did a review on all 12 scent of the months that we got for 2021. I gave you my impressions of them. I gave you what were my favourite to my least favourite of those 12 scents, what were club worthy for me, and then I took my opinion out of it, because just because I like something doesn't mean everyone's going to like that particular scent, but went based on all different reviews I've seen and what I thought, not just my preferences, but I then estimated what I thought might be popular enough to make it into a future catalogue. So that was a really fun video that I enjoyed doing for the first time last year. I didn't do it in 2020, and the only reason I didn't do it in 2020 was because I didn't join till February. I did have access to the February scent of the month in a whiff box, but I never experienced Inhale Exhale, which was January 2020 scent of the month, because I joined February of that year. So that's why I didn't start it to 2021, but I will be definitely doing it again next month. I will be getting December scent of the month, so you will probably see that video come up next month after I review December scent of the month by itself. I will then review all 12 scents of the month for the year and give you my impressions, what I think is club worthy, what I think will make it into a future catalogue sometime next month. But that's not what this video is about today. This video is about the scent of the month for November 2022. So this will be available to the public for general purchase 1st of November at a 10% discount. So you will be able to get these bars for $9 each through the month of November as the scent of the month. And that is Sweet Orange and Evergreen. So I can see they're kind of going with a tree scent. It's been categorized into the woods fab category. So we're coming up to Christmas, so they're trying to give us something a little bit Christmassy, a little bit Christmas tree smelling, I can see, with their choice for this particular scent of the month. So it is described by Scentsy as festive fresh cut evergreens decked with sweet orange and warm cedar wood invite you to a quintessential winter night. It has top notes of sweet orange, pineapple water, dew-soaked greens, mid notes of pine needles, Douglas fir, fresh cut evergreen, and base notes of Christmas balsam, cedar wood, bark and musk. So let's have a sniff, shall we? So I feel like if you like Wassail Wonderland and you like tree notes, this is going to be a scent for you. It's not as orange forward as Wassail Wonderland. The orange is kind of sitting in the background and the tree is more forward, whereas Wassail Wonderland is orange and spice forward and the tree's in the background. This is kind of a reverse, I guess you could say, version of Wassail Wonderland with heavy Christmas tree pine with a little bit of citrus in the background. It is slightly sweet, which is what I think I'm getting from the evergreen and Douglas fir, because both of those trees come across slightly sweeter, and as opposed to pine, which is a lot more heavy forward and a lot more darker, deeper and earthy. But you can still smell a very pungent earthiness from that pine. I think it's just slightly sweetened by those other tree notes. And then I think that little bit of orange and that little bit of pineapple, I think, was in the top note. So I'm not smelling pineapple, water or dew-soaked greens, but I'm smelling a little bit of a fruity sweetness adding to that sweet tree notes, which I think that's kind of helping to round it out and make it not as, I guess, heavy hitting as, for instance, the 2021, which I have one bar of here, which was just straight pine. I can't think of its name. Or last year's Christmas one, which was like another straight pine. That was very tree, very pine. I will be going through this box a little bit later in a separate video, because that's actually what I've put together, my Christmas melting barks, what I intend to try and get through the months of November and December. So I will be sharing that with you and my thoughts on that. I just can't think of, Feeling Pine was one of them. Can't think of the second one. So it's not as heavy hitting pine as Feeling Pine or the other pine scent we had last year, because it does have that little bit of a sweetness added from the evergreen, the orange and that pineapple water. So I feel like if you're a fan of icicles and evergreen but want something a little bit more earthy tree and not as sweet, you might like this. If you're a fan of Wassail Wonderland, like those orange scents with your tree notes, you will like this, but it is not as orange or spice forward. It is definitely more tree forward. So they're the two that I would probably compare it to, just based on my experience of tree scents. There's probably a lot of other tree scents out there in region 1 that may be very similar to this, but I just haven't experienced them. So these are the one closest to our region that we've had come through that I think might be complementary to this scent. So that is my quick review of November scent of the month, Sweet Orange and Evergreen. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to sharing some more videos with you in the future. If you'd like to like or subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on when I post new videos. And have a great day. Until then, stay safe and bye for now.